Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. It's Thursday night, March the 31st, last day of the month and the quarter. Market was mixed today and a little bit mixed and kind of diverging in the indices as well. We had the NDX closed near the session highs and the S&P closed near the session lows. So possibly some divergences going on here, and we need to be careful over the next few days. But looking at the long side again today with some stocks that are moving. AVL in the rare earth group popped 2 days ago, backed off yesterday, and today started to move again, getting up to resistance in the 825 area, and then backed off to close at 809, but still was up about 3.5% on 4.5 million. Looks to me like it may try to break out here. The key is to watch the 855.60 zone. If it gets through that with any kind of real volume, I think we can accelerate. Short-term target at 10, secondary target at 12.5. AXAS, Abraxas Petroleum, trending nicely and starting to accelerate here, up 48 cents or 9%. 3 million shares traded today, heaviest volume in 2 weeks, and you can see the on-balance volume accelerating to the high for the year. Quite the interesting pattern, and I think this could be, if it does get across the 6.15 area, we could see move up towards 7.25 and then 8.5. Today we had a pop in Blue Dolphin Energy, up $1.03 or 16%. On increasing volume. If you scroll in close, you'll see this pattern here is similar to a large flag. It popped, and then this area flag. Now, over the last 3-4 days, it was very quiet. Today, it popped and may be increasing. If we get across this area here, we may accelerate and take out the $9 range. My short-term target 11, and secondary target at 13. Boom. Issued a swing trade today on Boom as the stock is accelerated across lateral price resistance and this month-long consolidation, bouncing off moving average and trend line. This is a stock that once it gets going can really fly. We have a target at the top of the channel and lateral price resistance around 33, 33.5. Up next is CDTI, which today, Clean Diesel Technologies, which is a rather thin stock. And you can see the long declining wedge was broken today with a thrust to the upside on big volume for this stock, 592,000 shares, up 35%. And at this point, I think we could see a test of the 11, 11.5 range. That's my target, CDTI, going forward. CIGX continues to look excellent. Broke out of a little mini flag yesterday and followed through today with another 35% or 8% gain on 7.5 million shares as volume accelerated to the highest level in 6 sessions. If we can get a little bit higher here towards the 5.25 level, we'll achieve our initial trading target. Beyond that, we'll have to see. Looks like more like 5.75, 6. CYD, China Yuchai, an engine and generator company, basically after moving up in a nice uptrend from May through December, it then pulled back in January, February, early March, but appears to have turned it around, up $1.92 on 0.75 million shares with technical surging. I'm looking for a retest of the 32.5, 33 zone on CYD short term. GLNG, fantastic shipping stock, one of the best out there in that group. You can see this beautiful rising channel has now accelerated through to the upside. We had a bit of a reversal yesterday, but a retest and then a reversal as the support at these lows in here held. And now a platform has occurred that should get this up to the next level around the 28 level short-term GLNG. Hero, H-E-R-O, Hercules Offshore, had a thrust through this resistance line out of the wedge, and that was yesterday, and today it followed through with another 29 cents or 4.5% on nearly 10 million. What I'm looking for is a test of this 7, 7.25 range short term, and then ultimately a 8.75, 9 on a secondary target. HYGS has been exploding of late, moving from 4.5 to 8.25 just in the last 3 sessions. Big volume today of 511,000 shares for this thin stock, reached key lateral price resistance today. So don't be surprised, and it backed off. So don't be surprised if we see some consolidation in this level, but it could be the beginning of a new uptrend as a major price volume surge has occurred to break it out, and we'll see if we get follow through. I'll be watching this one carefully. Inhibitex, INHX, broke through key resistance 2 days ago, stalled yesterday, but today continued up another 40 cents or 12.5% on 2.7 million. Take a look at how the on-balance volume is thrusting straight out up, and it really indicates higher levels may be coming. I'm looking for a short-term target around 4.75. The secondary target would be up near the top of the channel, up around 8+. MAKO surgical, beautiful parallel rising channel over the last several months, almost textbook. A little flag in here was broken today with a thrust of 268 or 12.5% on 2.25 million, the biggest volume all year. Matter of fact, several years. So this is a significant move, and perhaps a run up to the top of the channel. Short-term momentum would take it to about 26.5. MCZ popped today on almost 10 million shares, 29 cents or 15%, broke across this key lateral price resistance. And at this point, I'm looking for a move that takes this up towards the 3.5 range, my short-term target on MCZ. Moving on, the next is SGI, a swing trade of ours that we traded for a second time. Here's the first swing, and here's the second swing, and we're nearing our target around the 22.5, 23 zone. Beyond that, we could see higher levels, but for now, we'll leave it at that. SureWest Communications popped yesterday big, and today followed through nicely. Volume was even bigger today than yesterday, so an indication that they're taking out offers and could move this stock up towards 17. That's my short-term target. Big price volume surge breakaway gap today on Synthesis Energy Systems, SYMX. As you can see, the volume was 8.5 million shares. It popped out of the wedge here with a big thrust and took out lateral price resistance as well. I'm looking for a move to 3 3/4 on this one. And up next, Tesla. One of the major wirehouses, I believe, was Morgan Stanley, came out with a, or maybe JP Morgan, one of those firms came out with a big buy recommendation on the $70 target. There must be believers. Anyway, the stock gapped big and ran up sharply up to 28.71, right up near lateral price resistance, and backed off. But nevertheless, a strong $4.04 close, up 17%, the biggest volume all year, and the second biggest volume since it went public, at a massive 11.5 million shares, as I said. Now, look forward to 28.75, 29 zone as key resistance, and watch for a breakout of that level. If you do get that, next target is 32 3/4, and then beyond that, 36. UTEK exploded today, up 405 or 16%, 1.25 million. That's the biggest volume on UTEK in many years, and it's significant in that it broke across this double top and out of this consolidation range. The top of the short-term channel measures around 32. That's our near-term target. Secondary target at 35. And lastly, today's WPRT, Westport Innovations, which yesterday had a key price volume surge and today had a bit of a follow-through after an early morning dip. I like the way this acts, and I'm looking for a move up towards 26. That's it for tonight. We will talk to you Monday night with our next update. Have a good one and a good weekend.